You finally made it, and they hate to see it. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you finally made it, and they hate to see it. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say you got to deal with it. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say you got to deal with it. But see, not only do they have to deal with it, but they also have to live with it. So you are not going to be in that same position, that disgusted position, that busted position for your entire life. You do know that there are levels in life, right? And some people think that you're going to be on level one for your entire existence. And it's just not going to happen. And so, number one, I want to clap it up for you because you literally made it. All right. Whether it was the fact that you just got that new apartment, you made it. Clap for yourself. Whether you just got that new car, you made it. Clap for yourself. Whether you just got that new job, your business taking off, some type of profound success, or the new successes and things that you begin to endeavor on and embark on, it's beginning to prosper and come into fruition. Clap it up for yourself because you finally made it. All right. But the problem is that people are starting to get mad because you bust down the door. You went through the back. Maybe you stumped inside the window. All right. But either way it go, you got inside the house. Yeah. You got inside the facility. Yeah. You got inside it. And they were the same ones who said, we ain't got enough space. You can't come in. They were the same individuals who said, no, there's not enough. We can't, but we don't, but we don't. And the whole time you was just sitting back, you was plotting, you was waiting on your time, you was working, and God elevated you. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? You finally made it, and they hate to see it. And so we're going to speak about it, y'all, within this video. But first thing is first, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's go ahead and get directly into this, y'all. Second video, by the way, on the Reno Speaks Life channel. But let's get directly into this banger, y'all. So, number one. First reason why, they mad or they hate to see that you finally made it after years of success. I'm sorry, y'all, years of failure to get to that success, after long nights, after crying, after being depressed. The first thing, y'all, is number one, you're in the building, okay? You're in the building. This right here is half of the battle. You follow what I'm saying? Sometimes, y'all, it's not even the fact that you have the shot, you did the application, maybe somebody offers you the opportunity. It's not even about the initial process because they didn't believe it anyway. It's the fact that you're in the building now. Understand what I'm saying? You probably sitting next door to him. That's your coworker now, right? You eye level with him. It's a difference, okay? So when you're in the building, now it causes that intimidation. Now it causes that competition to crank up. Now it causes that hate to be visibly seen. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? Like, one thing about the industry, and I'm going to speak specifically about comedians, because Cat Williams kind of exposed it, and then other comedians started coming out, and I can kind of hear like, okay, it is like a competition with these folks. But I really believe that's like anything, though, sports, rapping, whatever. Even in the legal system, lawyers, police officers, competition is going to be anywhere you go, y'all. That's just my opinion. But anyway, when it comes to certain comedians, all of them didn't get the same love. Ryan Davis said it. All of them did not get the same love. All of them did not get open arms. All of them did not get the golden goose ticket. Some of them had their doors closed in their faces, all right? Or had their faces closed on the door. You follow what I'm saying? Like, some people were treated horribly as a comedian. You follow what I'm saying? And as soon as they get inside that door, soon as they get inside the building, the very people who were enemies towards them, their nemesis, the person who was against them, those particular individuals, they mad, they fired up. They pissed off. They hate to see it. Yeah, because you was the gatekeeper. But guess what? The Most High opened the gate for me. He did not use you because you were disobedient. So guess what? He used me to step in and show others that it can be done. The point is, y'all, is that not only will his will be done, but the fact that you are in the building speaks so many different volumes. It speaks so many different volumes. And that's why I say, man, you finally made it. And they hate to see it. You in the building now. You follow what I'm saying? And going right back to the comedians, those who had their doors, closed on them, when they get in the game, their rivals or the people who they idolize or the people who they looked up to hate it. They hate to see it because they were the ones who tried to stop it. Number two, you did it all different, okay? You did it all different. You are you, and they are them for a reason, all right? You are you, and they are them for a reason. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I'm me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I'm me, and you're you for a reason. When you think about how you would spend $1 million, it's different from how I would spend $1 million. It's different from how the next person would spend $1 million. You're going to do things differently from the next person, whether it's a smart decision or a bad decision, right? So for instance, let's just say this particular group of individuals or this particular person said, I'm going to spend $1 million by buying me a Lamborghini. I'm going to buy me a house. I'm going to get my mama a house, and I'm going to save up, $25,000 or $100,000, and I'm going to spend the rest on this property or whatever the case is, right? 10 years later, 5 years later, 2 years later, went broke. Let's just say for you, with your $1 million, you invested it into real estate, you invested into a business, you put some of it in a high yielding savings account, you found a way to liquidate a credit card, you found different ways to invest into the stock market, brokerage accounts. You've done so many different things that you could do to financially make yourself literate and create financial literacy to where the way you spent that $1 million make them look like puny ants compared to how they spent their $1 million. You did it all different. And when you finally make it, people hate to see how you did it. They wanted you to do it just like them or worse so they can shine on you. Or so they can say, yeah, I'm the reason why you did it like me. They wanted to take the credit. Somebody drop in the comments and say, you can't take the credit for this. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say you can't take the credit for this. All right. Number three, you're here for a long time and not a good time. All right. You're here for a long time and not a good time. Family, you got people who are one-hit wonders, and then you got people who are just hit makers. All right. You got one-hit wonders and you got hit makers. Okay. You have, I don't know, y'all, franchise boys, and you got Chris Brown. Okay. One-hit wonders, hit makers. Okay. And I'm not saying that the franchise boys ain't have hits, because they did, but they weren't around long. They didn't have a long run. Okay. They were here for a good time, not a long time. All right. You got Michael Jackson and you got Tevin Campbell. I hate to say it, and I think that Tevin Campbell is a legend for the big songs that he had, but he didn't stay around long. If that was personal or if that was what he wanted, fine. But the reality is he ain't Michael Jackson. The point is, y'all, is that when you are here for a long time, it shows. And when you're here for a good time, it shows. You're going to be just like the one-hit wonder if you're here for a good time. Or you're going to be here just like the hit makers, the Chris Browns, the Luther Vandrosses, the list goes on, if you're here for a long time. Longevity is key, all right? Number 4, you're in position. Yeah, you're in position. You finally made it to that position, that job. You finally made it to the space you dreamed of, the goals you wrote down on that piece of paper. You finally made it, and they hate to see it because you are in position. This is like the intern who worked their way up. They was the janitor that used to get donuts, became the production assistant. They were a runner. All right. They did all these different things for the company. And people love to see them in that position. But when they started working their way up, all right, now I'm a manager. Now I'm an executive. You follow what I'm saying? Now I'm almost running the spot. Now I'm almost running the place. You're going to have a lot of people who hate to see it because you finally made it. And I was in a higher position than you. You dig what I'm saying, y'all? So when you're in this position, it's a big problem because the seats are different now. Yeah, the levels are different now. And they have to address you differently. It is what it is. Number 5, y'all, the last thing is going to be this right here, fam. They can no longer limit you, all right? They can no longer limit you. Point blank, period. When you think about the Ray Charles movie, all right, a lot of people were trying to limit Ray Charles because they seen his potential, they seen his gift, and they knew what he was capable of, and they knew where he was going. They knew for sure. That's why they tried to keep him high, keep him drugged up, you know. And before he started doing like heavy drugs, he was just smoking weed and drinking. But they tried to keep him high and, you know, keep him on drugs while they were doing the business and while they were able to control his paperwork and his business and stuff like that. But, man, Ray Charles had a great discernment. He had a real good discernment. And he had people who genuinely wanted to see him win. And they actually not just only had pity, but they had empathy for the brother because he was blind and people was trying to take advantage of him. And every time he got a hint of it, a stench of it, man, I'm about to get he got his paperwork right. He got his money right. He got with the right people, okay? And he took off, right? But when he finally made it, they hated to see it because they could no longer limit him. And that's the same thing with yourself. People want to limit you. They want to keep you on the second and the first floor. They want to keep you below their level. They want to keep you from getting past them. They want to keep you limited because they know that you have a lot of potential in you that's dormant. And when it get activated, the sky's not the limit for you. You can go past the sky and get to the galaxies, planets. You can go crazy if you want to. But I want you to understand something. No matter how big the level is or how small it is, if you just leveled up, and chances are if you watching this video, you leveled up, understand something. You finally made it, and they hate to see it, all right? So with that being said, y'all, we're going to go ahead and do a recap, and then we'll conclude this video. But number 1, you're in the building. Like I told y'all, it's not the fact that you had the shot, the opportunity, or you did the application or whatever. It's the fact that you got inside the building. That's the problem. Number 2, you did it all differently. They wanted you to do it just like them so you can get the same results they got, but you did it differently. Number 3, you're here for a long time and not a good time. Some people want you to just pass through and keep moving. No, listen, y'all, you're here to stay. And when I say you're here to stay, you're going to keep growing, but you're not going to mess up this opportunity. You're not going to lose out on the blessing that you just got. You're here to stay. You're not messing this up. Number 4, you're in position. And number 5, y'all, they can no longer limit you, all right? With that being said, fam, y'all be sure to get you a Yes Sir t-shirt, Yes Sir hoodie, book a one-on-one session with your boy, and you can check out any one of my books. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.